Alright, I should be live now. I hope everyone is having a good day. I know I am. Welcome to another live stream, and I go ahead and change the title of this stream. Give me a moment. I want to know if off-road is one word or two words. Not 100% sure. Okay. It's give me a moment. Again. And never mind, I'm gonna totally change and go with the MX Racing Live as the title of the stream. I hope everyone is having a good day, and we are going to be playing some MX versus ATV Untamed. So let's go ahead and get it started. Now gonna go to the garage. We're not gonna be doing series events. I really want to unlock these, but I am terrible when it comes to these kinds of races. So you know what? We're gonna try anyways. Yeah. I'm going to get into my little rocking chair. I'm going to move my a little bit up, and yeah. Yeah, I hope everyone is having a good day. Today, whatever time of day you're watching, is currently 1:05 p.m. on December 8th, 2018, at the Central Standard Time. At the time of this live stream, and I'm live streaming from the US of A. So yeah, it's December 12th, at this very moment. Or not December 12th, it's December 8th. December 12th, that's about 4 days from now. So let's go ahead and get started. And try to be patient about this. Don't think we'll win the whole shot. Never mind, we won the whole shot. That's good. Let's be smart about this. I mean, obviously, you're trying to be the fastest person to complete the fastest racer, or the first person to win the race. 9 laps, so I may reduce this down to 3, depending on where we finish this race and how badly I do. I love the MX vs. ATV series. I played, at least, maybe with the exception of MX vs. ATV Unleashed, I played every game on my channel. So yeah, definitely quite fun. It's a series I highly recommend for anyone to play. Whether you have an Xbox One or PS4, you should definitely grab this game whenever you can. I like racing games. I mean, I like the Need for Speed, but there are a couple Need for Speed games that I find that are a little too difficult. Like Need for Speed Carbon, I played that on my YouTube channel. My main problem with that is I'm terrible at drifting. Granted, it's been several years since I played the game and I no longer own it. Same with the 2015 Need for Speed, I was terrible at drifting on that game as well. I actually completed Need for Speed Undercover, but I never completed the storyline on my channel. I just did races. I wonder why I quit Need for Speed Pro Street. I don't remember why I quit that. That was a good game for the most part. I think, at least. Then I had NASCAR Heat Evolution. That was a good game. I was terrible at it, but I still enjoyed it. I think mainly the only reason I was terrible was because of the fact that um, I never did the qualifying. I always skipped the qualifying, and I always finish. So that means I always start off in last. So yeah. I have to race smart and race fast. Fortunately, I didn't land good there. I want to finish in first in every race, but seen any of my previous attempts on these kind of maps for MX versus ATV All Out, you know that I struggled. Which is weird because I never struggled on this type of race in any MX versus ATV game until All Out. I don't know why, but I just really struggled. Now I'm doing well because we're almost 10 seconds ahead of our opponent, which means we can crash and still be in the lead, but I don't want to crash. That's not the point of this game. Not the point of this game. Split Second is arguably the greatest racing game that never had a spin-off, in my opinion. Like Split Second, originally Disney, I think Interactive Studios was going to do Split Second 2, but I think they canceled it either due to money or due to new management. I don't remember why they canceled it. But I did look it up. I love Split Second. I think it was Grid 2 that I played. I did a couple videos on my channel that I like, and I like that game. I never completed it, even though I should have. Hydro Thunder, which is a boat racing game, so that's kind of a unique uh, twist to the racing genre. That's a good game. For a boat game with no campaign, in my opinion, that's good. But I want if there's gonna be a boat racing game, I want there to be a campaign. Like MX versus, in terms of racing games, I want there to be a campaign. Like Stuntman Ignition had a campaign, but I couldn't get into it. Um, See, Split Second had a campaign that was great in my opinion. In fact, I got my first ever 2-hour video off of Split Second. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes. I've since made longer videos. Like I made 2 6-hour videos, and the first one, which is the first 6-hour video I made, is actually my longest, and that was of MX versus ATV All Out. Mario Kart Wii was another great racing game. That's actually maybe the first racing game I got into. I remember. It was around the same time I got into MX versus ATV and Thames, so yeah. Oh, gosh. There's a Shrek game I used to own that I thoroughly enjoyed, and one of the game had like a racing on a scooter. That may I ask actually for just a couple games, like one game from each family member. Um, and I may get some old Xbox games, and if that's, I think it's Shrek Super Party. If that's on the Xbox, I'm gonna ask my family member to get it. There's also Rugrats game, and I want and uh, there's a Fairly Odd Parents game. I think that only came out on the PS2. I have to look. And then there's uh SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I mean, there are a lot more games. I actually once made a list, and there are like over 40 games I want, but the games ranging anywhere up to 59.99 plus tax in terms of US dollars. That's quite expensive. It adds up. So I'm obviously not gonna ask for all 40 games. Obviously. I can just, if there are games I don't get, when I ask for my birthday, I'm gonna wait till my birthday in February. And, any games I don't get, obviously I'm gonna wait till Christmas. Of course, like I said, there are a lot of games, so. Even if I don't get any presents, I'll be fine. I know Christmas isn't about the gifts. I mean, yeah, getting gifts at any time is nice, but for me, it's the gift. I like the gifts, but I also like spending time with my family, having that nice breakfast. Um, I also like uh, celebrating the birth of Christ. Well, that's the main reason. Thankfully, we didn't crash here. I know, because I messed up a couple times just now. Second place just recently gained up on me, but I'm looking to change that now. It's a shame I couldn't get to a bigger lead of more than 10 seconds. We are about to be on our final lap. Yes, thankfully we're on our final lap, y'all. This is some good stuff. As long as we don't crash and we don't give up the lead, we should win the race. Or go off track. So second place was about 6 seconds off behind us. Oh gosh. Third place is not far behind second. So I really can't afford to crash or go off track. I can't afford to drive slowly either. Because obviously they'll catch up to me, but I do have to be careful is what I'm trying to say. Thankfully we landed that turn. Oh, I almost lost control. There's second place. And whoa, we can do a backflip because we won. And I was just about to try to go for a front flip there. Alright, look at that. We finished a good 9 seconds ahead of second place. Right, 25 total points. That's good. I nearly burped. Instead, I coughed. So during the race at Glendale, Arizona. I've never been to Arizona. I'd like to go to Arizona. If you've been To Arizona, what's your favorite part about it? What was your favorite thing to do there? I know they have a lot of sports teams such as the Arizona Coyotes in the NHL, the Arizona Cardinals in the NFL, and Phoenix Suns in the NBA. There's non-sporting events. They have the Grand Canyon, although that's technically not an event, but it's still a place to natural wonder you should definitely check out if you ever go there. I wonder how far away the Grand Canyon is from Phoenix, Arizona. No, like the popular tourist destination in Mexico is Roswell, New Mexico. You've been to Roswell? What's it like there? I've never been to New Mexico. In terms of the Southwest, I've only been to California a couple times. I've been to Hawaii, but I've been to Los Angeles about 5 times. Granted, 4 of those, I was flying to. No, hold on, I haven't been to Los Angeles 5 times. I've just been there 3 times, actually. Granted, 2 of those times were still when I was flying to Australia. Um, been to San Diego as well. I've been to Santa Monica. Like, I actually went to Los Angeles on vacation. Los Angeles is my favorite city. I'd move to Los Angeles if I could. Granted, none of my favorite sports teams are in Los Angeles. In terms of college sports, it's the University of Arkansas Little Rock because I attend that school. In terms of professional, when it comes to Major League Baseball, I'm a huge Boston Red Sox and Chicago Cubs fan. For the Major League Baseball, minor league baseball, it's the Northwestern Arkansas Naturals and the Arkansas Travelers. I'm from Arkansas. Um, from in terms of professional basketball, NBA wise, it would be the Orlando Magic. And I'm doing horrible here. Granted, I'm winning, but I'm not performing to the standard I have myself at. In terms of NHL, it'd actually be the Toronto Maple Leafs. See, I already said Major League Baseball. Major League Soccer, it would actually be the Seattle Sounders FC. This is just pure American slash Canadian teams, because like all of the maybe with the exception of the NFL. Actually, yeah, with the exception of the NFL, um, all of all the major leagues, sports leagues have a team in Canada. Um, I've been to Orlando. I've been to the Amway Arena, but that was demolished. I actually went to the Amway Arena the final season the Orlando Magic played there before they moved across the street to the Amway Center. I've been to Fenway Park in Boston. That's another. If Even if you're not a baseball fan, you should still go to Fenway Park. It's a historic stadium. I've been to Wrigley Field in Chicago. That's a historic stadium as well. You should definitely go there if you haven't. Let's see. Um, See, in Los Angeles, I've been to the Staples Center to see a WNBA game. My favorite WNBA team, by the way, there are no WNBA teams in Canada, but my favorite WNBA team is the Connecticut Sun. I like Los Angeles, one, because of the weather there. It's hot during the summer, but the good thing about that is that they have beaches there, which I can easily go to. I'm not a good swimmer, but I at least know how to swim. Let's see. Been to the Sydney Opera House, even though that's not a stadium. I've been to I was born in the same hospital. I think it was Prince William was born there. I was born in London, England. Been to The Hague, in the Netherlands. Been to Utrecht. Granted, last time I went was 8 years old, and the only memories I have and I've been to Amsterdam. The only memories I have from the Netherlands, I went when I was 4 and when I was 8. Or when I was a baby. I'm not sure if I went when I was 4. The only memories I have are mainly from my grandmother's house. There, rest in peace to her. I remember going to playing hide and seek with my older cousins there. If you're watching, thanks for watching. When we went out to dinner one time, we actually played hide and seek with them. Granted, we had to stay with my cousins who were more or less about 7 or 8 years older than us. I think yeah. And then I remember going to this bakery, this restaurant for breakfast. And in the Netherlands, they have this type of food called chocolate hail, which is essentially these little pieces of chocolate you put on your bread. Like, you toast your bread, and then, well, you don't have to have it toasted, but I like my bread toasted. Where you put butter on your bread, and then you pour some chocolate hail on it out of a little box. And that's my favorite thing to have for breakfast besides pancakes. Granted, it's not healthy. But I remember going to this little restaurant slash bakery, and I ate so much chocolate hail, I actually got sick. That's how much I loved it when I was a kid. I still love it, but I haven't had it in a while. I also remember going to this place across from the embassy, or it was near the U.S. embassy there, and there was a person, I assume was a teacher, and she was with some kids in Dutch. Or she was talking to kids in Dutch, and I didn't understand a single thing, so I just sat off in the corner, just looking at them. I also remember going to the U.S. Embassy. I guess I do have some memories. In the Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. In the San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. I've been to various places in Trinidad and Tobago. So for any people from the Caribbean watching, my grandfather, I've been told that my grandfather was, rest in peace, and he was, good friends with Kessa's father. He was good friends with, like, Kess, who's the lead, Kess and maybe a couple of his brothers from Kess the band, and they were actually, the father of Kess the band, I should say. They're part of Kess the band. And I have a cousin who's real good friends with, I don't know my cousin. He is real good friends with Marshall Montano. Then I actually have a friend there. At least I consider him a friend who makes soca music as well. We're actually doing surprisingly well for this race. And then I consider him to be a friend, which is Zero, a YouTuber I watch. I've mentioned him many times. I consider him to be a friend. I don't know if he can. I mean, maybe a little weird. Zero, if it's weird, I apologize. But yeah, he told me his brother worked on Ghost Adventures. I thought that's pretty cool. He told me in a comment on one of my videos. I don't want to. I don't actually know these famous people, but I should say I know someone who knows someone who, in some cases, knows someone who works with a celebrity. I'm sure technically we all do in some cases. I actually have a neighbor who knows former President Bill Clinton. Let me mute my mic for a second. The only person that I met that can be considered famous, I think I met Brad. I know I met a WWE referee. I think it was Brad Maddox. Don't remember exactly what he looked like, but I think he looked a lot like former WWE referee slash wrestler slash Raw general manager Brad Maddox. He was pretty cool. And I met Lillian Garcia as well. I went to go with a handshake. She didn't reach in, but then I changed it to a fist bump, and then she shook my hand when it was a fist bump. It's still pretty cool. I can say I met her. She probably like 100% chance she doesn't remember me because I only met her once, but she was very nice. Brad Maddox was cool. If I met him, I know the referee I met. I'm not sure, 100% sure if it was Brad Maddox. He gave me a fist bump when I went to a WWE event. I went to the Houston airport one time. We were flying from somewhere, I don't remember where. And we actually drove, we were in this car, this car that takes us places. From the terminal, from one terminal to one part of the terminal to another, just because the airport is so huge. And we drove past Randy Johnson, former Major League Baseball player. And I actually didn't know it was Randy. It's either Randy Johnson or Roger Clemens. One of those two. And I actually didn't know it was them, either one of those two, until the driver actually um, said, hey, so and so. And then he actually, there were like three little gates close to each other and within walking distance. And he ran, or that, I'd have to ask my family members. Cause, but there were like three gates side by side. And he actually came and sat at one. He wasn't going to the same place I was. I was returning home. But that's the first time I've been. Lillian Garcia is the first celebrity I met. Well, not true. Met former governor, controversial governor, of Arkansas, Jim Guy Tucker. But Randy Johnson or Roger Clemens, whichever one it was the first celebrity I've been in person in the same vicinity that I recognize off the top of my head. I'll say recognize now. I figured it out, but that I can remember, I should say. If you've met any celebrities, who have you met? And what were they like? Actually. San Diego. I've been to San Diego, I mentioned that. I've been to Legoland there. And Legoland was actually nice. I loved Legoland. I went when I was about 12 or 13. And it's a very cool place. You should go if Legoland is still around, which I'm pretty sure it is, you really must go to Legoland. Oh, we're not doing well here. Let's go ahead and restart this. No. Not just yet. With 9 laps, it is still very possible we could win. We won the first 2 races, so. Granted, I haven't been doing. Well, the last race, I started off badly, like I am now. If we get to the final lap and we're nowhere close to first place, we'll restart it. One thing I hate about this map is that it's so small. So I did mention Zero. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and restart this. I wish there was a restart button. The thing about this map is so short, it's hard to break away from the, I'll say pentathlon or pendulon, but I'm not sure. Whatever they call it in the Tour de France. That's another racing game I played. But the group, the little crowd, it's difficult. So yeah. Let's go back. Let's do events, series events. You know what? Let's go ahead and get San Diego out of the way. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. There's still other races. I'm in first place, so that's good. Although Tour de France 2009 wasn't a good game in my opinion. It was interesting, but it wasn't a good game. I'm glad they made a Tour de France game, though. Looking at some of the Wii games I have, Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Mario Kart Wii are probably the only two, if I can ever get the proper equipment. Mario Kart Wii and Super Smash Bros. Brawl are probably be the only 2 games I would actually enjoy playing and live streaming. So yeah. I actually have live streamed Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In March of last year, it was I think shortly before I went to Oklahoma City. I did like a 2-hour live stream of that. So I definitely have played both. I'm not sure if I live streamed Mario Kart Wii. I think I have, but I'm not 100% sure. If you ever have the original Nintendo Wii, you should definitely play it. I do feel like this is a little too hilly, which slows you down. A little too bumpy, I should say, not hilly. This map, and based off even on the easy mode, it's hard for me, in terms of the way the opponents are racing and how I have to slow down to be careful. Granted, I could just suck at this game, which I don't have trouble with this based off my memory on any other map, so Yeah, I just suck at this map. Like, I went off track, which made me lose first place, so... No, I don't yeah, and then... Oh, come on! Turning like that? Really? I just suck at this map, to be honest. Oh, that's messed up. They definitely made this map too bumpy, in my opinion. It's... With the way the opponents are racing and the way it's so bumpy it slows you down. That's kind of messed up. Granted, it went downhill from when I just went off course, but off track. But that is another example of something being messed up, because I could have easily gone back into. Well, I say easily, but I didn't. If you're gonna make it this bumpy, at least make the map a little bigger. It actually is. Don't just BS the racers, the players. Yeah, like, they go fast. What I hate is that when they always slow us down whenever we, the bumps always slow us down, and I know nothing about tuning. So if you know how to tune the bike properly for this map, please let me know in the comment section or the live chat. Although if you're, doesn't look like anyone is watching this live, so for sure let me know in the comment section. So maybe that plays a part, but still, there's no way I should have crashed there. You know what? I have to calm down because like this, I'll rage quit and I'll never finish this. That is BS. There's no way. Well, I can understand going off track and that originally messing me up. But I mean, come on. If the game is gonna be like this for me, it should be like this for the AI racers as well. That's just unfair then. It really is. This is not realistic at all. I think if I only had it at 3 laps, I would have won. Oh, that is bullshit. Excuse me for my language. That is BS as well. Are you serious? It's like every freaking bump I have to hit. And the game literally doesn't set it up for any other freaking racer. That's just a load of crap right there. It's a pile of garbage. You know what? Let's just finish the race. That's the one thing I hate about this MX versus ATV All Out is that you see, that's another example. You can get off track so easily. Like the people who create this game is like, hey, we're gonna screw you over for no reason. Come on, if it's gonna be like this for me, it should be like this for every other racer. That's just bull. It's BS. I mean, we could race these final 3 laps perfectly, but because of the way they set it up, like the way they set it up is like they'll have us hit every freaking bump there is, and the other AI racers they won't. Well, that is BS. How I went off track so easily and they made me restart. It's like they say, hey, we hate you and we don't want you to win this. Come on. And then the way they have you slow down it for each bump, like whenever you land, makes it impossible for you to win. And now we have 3 laps, including this one. Subtracted 9 from 3, and I wasn't including the lap I was on. You see, that is another example of us doing that perfectly and then going off track. I mean, maybe some of it is just basic physics, but I mean, still. Like, any other racer, they would maybe have them jump over the first 2. Bumps right there, but not us. Yeah, every other racer, I can guarantee you, every other racer going at the same speed would have gone over the second bump. Not us. I do feel like, yeah, going off track, that is BS right there. Yeah, going off track when this started, that was my fault, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. Um, like right there, going off track because of the way momentum works. That makes total sense, but still, you're finishing in dead last, and that pisses me off because the way they screwed us over. And yeah, I feel like if they're gonna make the map this bumpy, they should at least have it on a level playing field in terms of the way we ride. Like, however our car is set, however we're racing, that should be it for everybody else. The way our bikes are tuned. And then they should have made this map bigger because it's borderline. It is practically impossible. Like, you just mess up once, and then the game screws you over once, and after you mess up, and you can't even come back and win it. That was just, oh yeah, now when I get a good jump, it went from, I missed the entire thing. We've lost this. We're not gonna finish. You see, that should not have been a crash. Well, to some extent. You see, like the way I turned, that makes it understandable in terms of going off track. That's just BS. How far did I fall in the standings? Oh, just a second place. Okay, that's not bad. To Oakland. Let's get the left side over with. Oh, I lagged a little. My bad, y'all. I only dropped 56 frames, but could be worse. Nice, 46 minutes. In my last stream, I said I went over 2 hours when I didn't. But that's just the way the OBS lagged. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go turn off the heating. Mom? Mom? Let me keep the heating off. Alright, let's get the Oakland Supercross out of the way. Rock Whipple. We got lucky there that we got hit, which helped us increase our speed. That's Devon Gross is in second place. I want to take a look at the riders' names. Grusis. Man, I hate how the way they set that up, in terms of, like, we land on them a little bit, and not enough for us to go to the freaking side, and then... Yeah, I want to take a look at the riders' names after this. What? That is bull! Are you serious? That should not have counted for... That should not have been for us to reset. That should not have been... At least I know we can win on this map. Just a matter of pulling it off. Even though it's cold outside, I had to take off the heating. It was getting way too hot in here. You know what? I need to calm down. Let's restart this. Let's restart this. Because at the beginning, we got screwed over. Now I remember why I didn't complete the series events. I feel like THQ Nordic did a great job making this game. The only thing they really messed up on is the Supercross. Like when I played every other MX versus ATV game, no other, the Supercross was not this difficult on easy on any other game. Oh, we just need 3 trophies to move on. So if we can win the event here, we can actually unlock the next one. Although if we were to download the DLC, we could easily do that and skip this part. Can't believe we're going over 50 minutes now. Actually, my last live stream, I did go over 2 hours, actually. I was thinking about the one before that. Alright, 52 minutes. About a 5-second delay on the OBS and the YouTube. Huh. Even with the new modem, I still drop frames, but granted, it's been rainy outside all day today. Oh, come on! You know what? If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. Go and just forfeit the event. We're down to 9th place overall. That's a load of crap. The guy just drove off and screwed us over, and then... Again, I feel like the tuning should be equal, so if, like, I struggle, the rest of the AI should struggle as well. And they don't do that. They make it, hey, we're gonna give these guys race perfectly. You don't know how to tune, too bad for you. I can remember why. And then the only way to move on in terms of this is that, say, hey, we're gonna let you struggle until you figure out how to tune. We're gonna make it difficult for you, or you can pay us for DLC so you can win that, and that's totally unfair. Los Angeles. Granted, we did go out of the gate a little too slow, just like this time. All right. You see it like that. Everyone else jumps the first 2 turns, but we don't. Oh, good job. Everyone before me jumps over that, but for some reason I can't go over the fucking thing. You see, this is why I don't like Supercross mode on this. They make it way too difficult. Everyone gets to jump over one like that. But I have to go through every freaking bump because they want us to actually. I feel like they go out of their way to make this more difficult than it should be. Like everybody jumps over that except us, and they don't. They don't make the tuning easy for you to understand. Look there, we crash and no one else does. Fuck this. We're not gonna do it. We're quitting this. We're quitting everything. We are quitting this event. We're gonna reset it because this is just bullshit. This is bullshit. They actively try to screw you over in Supercross. This is why we don't do any events for this. They actively screw you over every map. There's no way it should be this difficult. I may buy some of the DLC for Christmas, depending on how much it is. If not, we'll just never do that again. I really wish we could do tag. Oh gosh. In head-to-head. Let's create a custom match. Edit match settings. Let's do 60 minutes. Public. Do tag. And it'll probably be at Valley Fever. I'll wait for people to join. Sorry about that, y'all. I have to call a family member because she's on the phone. One of my family members was calling another and she didn't hear. So I had to yell for her. Let's actually excuse me. You see, this sucks about not having many friends on Xbox Live. And that playing an MX vs ATV All Out because one thing I hate other than the Supercross, and sorry for losing my temper. But one thing I hate about this is the two things really. Supercross mode is more difficult than it should be. And well, three. Supercross is more difficult than it should be. Two, they don't make tuning easy to understand. And the third one is you can't play tag. You literally have to go online to play tag. You can't play tag in arcade mode. I actually looked it up, but on custom match, is there tag anywhere? See, no one does tag anywhere. No one really does tag. And that is the one game mode I want to play. But I'm the only person that... We can do the time trial. Uh, uh, Definitely had some new maps. Like the slash maps are the ones that are new. I'm trying to come up with let's see. Yeah. Where was I? Tag, yeah, they for at least for MX versus ATV and Tim, when you're playing with other people, you could play tag. When you're playing with people on the same Xbox, you didn't have to go online like you do here. Sorry for losing my temper, but seriously, I do feel it's more difficult. Alright. I haven't really listened to the soundtrack for MX versus ATV All Out, but MX versus ATV Untamed pretty much had a good um, soundtrack. Maybe a couple songs I didn't like, but overall it was like a 9 out of 10, in my opinion. I know for Madden NFL, Madden NFL 08 has the best soundtrack in my opinion. I've been playing every Madden since Madden NFL 06. Madden NFL 08. Like, I've been playing since Madden NFL 10 on the... Actually, Madden NFL 11 was the first one I got, but I did play Madden NFL 10. My Xbox account, but... I used to have a PS2 and I had Madden NFL 08 there, and that was a good... That had the best soundtrack. In terms of NBA Live 06 had the best soundtrack. NBA 2K12 has the best soundtrack for the NBA 2K series. Only played MLB 2K and 2K12 and 2K13. Don't remember the soundtracks for either one. I can't remember if it was MLB The Show 08, 09, or 10, but one of those had a good soundtrack. NHL, for the NHL series and NHL 2K series, I didn't really listen to the soundtrack when I was playing the game. Yeah. FIFA had a good soundtrack some years, like, I don't remember which ones had a good soundtrack. I've been playing FIFA since FIFA 15 for my YouTube series, but the first FIFA I played on my Xbox account was the FIFA 14. No, it was FIFA 13 actually, so yeah. That was before I started YouTube, making YouTube videos on at least gaming videos on a regular basis. I didn't play too much of WWE 2K18 or NBA 2K. No, I did play a little bit of NBA 2K18. I didn't play much of FIFA 18 or WWE 2K18. I do have a wide variety of games on my YouTube channel, if you want to watch. Personally, I find it hard to... I know there are, for gamers, mainly gaming channels, they usually stick to... They do have played different games, but they mainly stick to one type of game or game series, like the Call of Duty series. That they're really known for. Like the Syndicate Project is known for Call of Duty, but he also does Minecraft. Um, Then Captain Sparkles mainly does Minecraft. And we have Ninja, who streams on Twitch, but he does have YouTube videos. He mainly does Fortnite. For me, all the games I mentioned I do enjoy, but I have trouble sticking to like one game for as long as they do. Like Captain Sparkles has been doing like maybe gaming Minecraft for about at least 5 years. I have no idea how he can play Minecraft on a daily basis for about 5 years. I would have gone bored of it if I didn't play it for five. If I played it almost daily for 5 years. That's just me. That's not me knocking Captain Sparkles, because you can like whatever game you want, and if he likes Minecraft, I'm happy for him. I'm glad he likes Minecraft. You know what I mean? And I genuinely am glad that he likes Minecraft. I plays it that much, but I couldn't get into it. Granted, I have been playing the Call of Duty series for the better part of 2 years. And the first WWE 2K and NBA 2K video I did were uploaded more or less 4 years ago. And I'm like that with some games. Like I put in over 130 days. Like if you were to add up the amount of time I played RuneScape, I've gone over 130 days worth of time playing RuneScape. Literally in world time. I'm sure I'll get a lot of days played if they kept track on the Xbox 360. You'll see a lot of hours for MX versus ATV Untamed, as well as Call of Duty. Like if you look on my Xbox One, um, if you look on my Xbox One, my profile for Xbox One, um, for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I put in over 8 days of game time. So yeah. Then I played over several days worth of Call of Duty World War II. I have over 1 day's worth of game time for MX versus ATV Supercross Encore. And I have at least a day's worth of game time played for MX versus ATV All Out. There are other games where I've gone a day, played. Granted, I played a day's worth of, spent a day's worth of time. Like I play for a couple hours at a time, but the amount of time I play each game, it does add up. In fact, I think the last time I played Super Smash Bros. Brawl was like the last time I recorded a video, and I played several days worth of it. Because I'm like that as well. I wonder, like for each, I put in hundreds of hours for that game. Like for the game, like I'm like that. I could play like several games. I could play several games daily for a couple years as well. So I don't know why I'm criticizing them. Some of the bigger YouTubers. What games have you put a lot of time into, for those of you that are watching? Like the MX versus ATV All Out, MX versus ATV Supercross Encore, and MX versus ATV Untamed. If you add up the Xbox 360 and Xbox One, or Xbox 360 and Wii, for MX versus ATV Untamed, that's more hours than I'd like to admit. I've just been messing up too much here. Oh well. Probably put hundreds of hours into Neopets as well when I used to play. I don't have my I don't have the count. I don't have my original count, but I mean, I don't have the count I did the most on, and I can't exactly play any of the games. Well, I can play in terms of on Microsoft Explorer, but I mean, it's hard for me to like in terms of like the kind I did most on there. I want to beat high scores for every game I played on my new account. That or at least the kind I still have access to, but for a lot of the games that for some of the games they don't even have those games anymore on Neopets. If I were to go back and play them, and the other and then for any of the other games, it would just be too hard to beat the high score. And for some of the trophies to beat to get that I got on my previous account, it'll take a while, or the events just don't happen anymore. So in my sense, it's kind of well, I do get a sense of nostalgia whenever I go back every once in a while. I still do go every back once in a while, actually, but it's still kind of depressing, I should say, because I can't work on the account I did so much on, and I spent so much time on too. That kind of makes me not want to go on to Neopets, and I have tried getting that account back. It's just I don't have the email set to that account anymore. I lost access to the email connected to that account, and then I entered a fake birthday that I no longer remember. So I need both the email, the account, or the password. And I obviously no longer remember the password. But believe me, if I could, I would go back. I'd be definitely doing more Neopets videos if I had that account back. But I've tried contacting the Neopets team, and to no avail did I actually succeed in getting that account, which in a sense ruins the game for me because, like I mentioned, I don't even know how much time, but I know I put a lot of time into that site. Another thing that kind of ruins it for me, it's kind of depressing though, but it's depressing in the sense that Neopets is no longer as popular as it once was. I mean, back in the early, all the way up to maybe about 2010-ish, you had millions of people playing every day. Now it's as much. Now I think I've read it's 100,000, but I don't think it's even that many users use it daily. Whereas like I mentioned, maybe from 2000 up until 2010, you had millions of people playing daily. Now you just have I think maybe several thousand people across the world playing it. But they underwent management so many times, and even with the management, even its peak years, the one thing they failed to do is they failed to make it more. They failed to update the site. Like if you had to go on the site now, it looks like one of those sites that was popular. You could tell it was popular during the early to mid 2000s. You know what I mean? Whereas RuneScape, yeah, they kept on updating the site. Whether the fans liked the update or not, at least they still kept on updating the site, and they make it. You can get it on your phone, I think, right now. I should have to check. You can play on your phone. And whereas Neopets, they fail to keep up with the times. RuneScape kept up with the times. Neopets isn't, and that sucks. Another website I liked was Millsberry. Man, they don't. Millsberry was run by General Mills, and they shut that down, I think, December 31st, 2010, which sucks. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm actually, which sucks that, because I think they were, I read somewhere that they were, running at a loss. Like, I'm looking at, like, the most recent article that's not probably from a non-Neopets related site. Came from 23 days ago, and before that, it was 2 months ago by Today Online, and it actually, yeah, they actually had massive layoffs. And Neopets found would be turning 20 years old next year, assuming November 15th, 1999. It was founded, and in November 20th, or November 15th, 2019, if Neopets is still around and when hasn't shut down the site, by then, which I'll be surprised that it actually. I'm actually most surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Neopets shut down before its 20th anniversary or on. That was like that was the one game in my childhood besides RuneScape. And just to see the current state of the site where, that it's barely alive. You know what I mean? It's kind of saddening to a not foreign, a former Neopets user. Like, if you're watching this, do you still play Neopets? Or has it shut down by the time you see this video? If you're seeing this video and Neopets is still active, do you still play Neopets? If you don't, when do you quit? When did you quit? If you actually still play, why do you still play? You know what I mean? I mean, I go every once in a while just to collect interest in my bank, and we to collect interest in my bank and actually check the sites, the Neoboards, just for nostalgia purposes, I should say. Since even though I can play the games, I don't want to, just because, I don't want to get too emotionally invested. I know that sounds cheesy, and there are more things to worry about in life for a 23-year-old. But I mean, I had such good memories with that old account that I had that I feel like with the more recent account that I can active, the account I did the most on, I should say, I can access. Now I kind of have. I feel like if I actually go and try and do all the high scores or whatever, beat the high scores, I would kind of ruin the memories I had of like I have of the previous accounts. So that I kind of don't want to do that. I mean, RuneScape. I don't play RuneScape as much as I used to, but I mean, I still go on there every once in a while, every couple of days, just to use the treasure hunter keys. I've been actually meaning to get back into RuneScape. Actually, just now that I have no more assignments for the semester. Let's do another race. Go to a single event. I can't do Arena Cross because I don't have any of the DLC. Don't think I'll buy it. Let's do let's do an open cross. Do Crimson Creek. Do 15 laps. And I don't know. I'm gonna try and look to see if I have that Elgato part where I can connect it to the Wii. And if I can, I will definitely live stream Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Mario Kart Wii because I definitely want to live stream those two games, especially what I mean is Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Mario Kart Wii. And I definitely want to live stream Super Smash Bros. Brawl the most. Holy shots. I mean, there are at least two consoles I want that I don't own, but I'm definitely not gonna ask for them. That'd be like the Wii U, just because of the fact that, yeah, it'd be the Nintendo Switch, but just because of the Super Smash Bros. Game, I can live without it. I don't really need it. I don't, I don't even know how to stream off of that, so I'm probably not gonna get it. Definitely don't want it actually. And then the PS4, but that's too expensive. There's only two types. There are really only two games I want on the PS4. And that's War of the Monsters because that came out on the PS2, but you could actually purchase it on the PS4 as one of the classics. But there are a couple games. I'm not sure if it's the Fairly Odd Parents game that I used to play or the Rugrats game that is only on the PS2. Since the PS4 is backwards compatible, I'll get that. And then the only other game I'd actually play is probably MLB The Show. Those are maybe the only games I play on the PS4. And I know there's some PS4 exclusives. I don't know too much about any of them. I know like the Xbox One has exclusives as well, but can't think of any to name off the top of my head, to be honest. And just like that, it is lap 3. We went off track again. At least these single events, I really don't care if I win or lose. I mean, yeah, I try to win, but if I don't, I'll be okay. I like the series event where I really want to win at least one trophy to move on. Yeah, I'm definitely like I had a lot of games that were either free or I paid for that I installed on my Xbox One that I can actually that are no longer installed, but I do have them available in case I want to install them again to play. I have a wide variety of games to play actually. Went for an hour and 26 minutes. Nice. I want to go for at least. I want to at least try to go for 2 hours. I mean, if I lag and I'm unable to live stream or have to head out, I won't be able to. But I'm gonna try to make it for 2 hours. I remember during Christmas break, I didn't take any full classes in the. I didn't take any classes in the fall of 2016. So like when there's December, when I was preparing to go back to school, I would actually live stream uh MX versus ATV Supercross Encore. I would like to live stream that. Remember back then, to me, an hour video this long, like an hour and a half. There's a little lag, maybe. Not sure there wasn't actually. Never mind. If there was, my bad. But I remember like when I would stream like for an hour and 20 minutes. Now, to me, that would be a long video because I wasn't used to making 2 hour long videos. Now I am. Now I'm used to it. Now I feel like an hour and a half long video isn't long enough. You know what I mean? I love making long videos. Like, I consider an hour long video to be a long video, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it to be short. Yeah, we can at least, maybe after this race, I'm gonna try and, get some sprockets. Uh, in the areas you can get sprockets from. That would be in free ride mode, so we'll definitely try that. Trying to get at least one. So, like, for those of you that watch a video, what's your average watch time like for watching a video? Do you like spend 15 minutes per video? Do you spend 2 minutes? Do you spend 3 hours? Like, on average, how long do you spend watching any YouTuber? For me, it depends on the YouTuber. Like, top fives, I don't mind watching his each video multiple times, just because I think they're that great. Same with Zero. Uh, JHP Network, I love his videos, but I prefer to interact with him when he's live. I prefer to watch his videos and interact with him when he's live streaming. No disrespect to him. Wrestling Inc. is another one, and I love the Power Slam and Pancakes podcast they do there. So I'll interact with that live, but I don't really watch many of the live stream, many of their videos once it's that they upload. Little Karibo, I can watch most of it, or at least part of his about 20 episodes of his Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, and most of the Mark series. Those are the types of videos I enjoy, and I can watch them multiple times. But then there are users like YouTubers like Philip DeFranco, who just because he covers news, I only prefer to watch each video once. If that makes any sense. There are, of course, certain exceptions to videos that I do enjoy watching more than once. After this race, I'm actually going to go ahead and get some power that I have over on my desk, and I need to take my medicine because I forgot to take it this morning. It's 2:34, and it's way too late for me to be taking that. I haven't been taking my morning medication. I take medication in the morning, and I take medication at night. I have sleep apnea, so I don't really get a good night's sleep, and my medication in the morning is mainly for my obsessive compulsive disorder. I have that, and I also have Asperger's syndrome and sleep apnea. So like my medicine in the night is I usually just take to help me fall asleep. So my mom, thankfully, even though I should have done it, my mom thankfully cleaned my CPAP. So I'm gonna probably use that tomorrow. Start using that tomorrow, I should say. I'm gonna ask her to show me how she cleans it, so that way I can actually clean my own CPAP. I'm gonna. I wanted to actually. I was originally going to start doing my studying for the driver's test during the Christmas break, but I feel like I feel like that'd be kind of like school, and I want to take a break from learning. So I'll probably learn it not during the first month, not during May, but maybe the week or two after school ends in May. But I will start learning it towards the beginning of summer. Maybe like the second week in May, I will. Because one thing I noticed about myself is that when it comes to summer, I get bored very easily, even during winter break. So I will actually learn how to drive in summer. Study for my driver's test, I should say. And then once I take my driver's test and pass, I will learn how to drive. I'm 23 and I don't have my license. Oh well. I live off campus, so mainly I have a family member. A family member is usually kind enough to take me to school. I do my own work and study for my own work. Not necessarily a hard worker, but I mean, I do the work. Though I wasn't happy with myself because some of the projects I felt like I could have taken control for a couple of my classes, and I really didn't step up, even though I should have. I also would like to get a job, part-time job, as well. So that way I can at least get into the habit of working. I mean, YouTube, I do YouTube videos every day, but I've gotten myself into the habit of making YouTube videos, whether it be via live streaming or just uploading them or just premiering them. You know what I mean? And um, yeah. Sure, there are a lot of I live not even a 5 minute walk from this little plaza that has like a Larry's Pizza and a Starbucks, and then also has a couple of other locally owned businesses that I can at least apply for a job there for part time. That I can just walk to. Probably gonna. I'm not gonna at least apply for jobs during the school semester. I may, unless it's at my university, unless it's at the university I attend, just because I want to check out how, because I'm going to be taking a couple more classes than I previously have been. So I want to see how much work I actually have before I decide if I want to get a part-time job either near where I live or at my university. If I do apply for a job at a university, I don't want to do it on the days. I'll probably end up applying it for the days I do have classes, but I don't want to because I know myself that when I go to class, even if we don't do much, I'm still just tired. You know what I mean? Like this semester alone, I had my Monday class for studio production was 3.5 hours long. That's a long time to be in one class. I enjoyed it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I mean that's still a long time for one class. My Friday class, which is cinema techniques that I had, is 4.5 hours long. Again, I like the class, but that's long for a class. But at the same time, I can understand why. Because studio production, we do for 4 weeks we do actually just make our own show, which I have it unlisted under the studio assignment videos playlist on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Uh, but we need at least a couple weeks to prepare, and then we need maybe a couple rehearsals. You know what I mean? And then for 4 weeks we actually just live stream our show, which if I can remember I will put link to the YouTube channel so you can check those out. I appear in all 4 live streams. So yeah. So yeah. We do have to have 1 or 2 rehearsals for that. And to set everything up. So that I can understand why for studio production with that we have that class for 3.5 hours long. And cinema techniques, we just made short films, and that just a lot of people. I wonder what the average person, in terms of making a movie, how long they think it takes to make. Have like for those of you that love movies, that watch movies and TV shows, take a guess at how long it takes to make a movie. Because for my for a 3-minute short film, we had to spend 3 class periods shooting them, and it took us at least 3.5 or 4.5 hours to do that for each period. And then for the second short film in the group I was in, we actually filmed for about total of 4 or 5 hours. I think it was about 5. I don't remember 2 to 10 to. I think it was about 5 hours when we shot on a Sunday or Saturday or whatever day it was. We actually shot about 5 hours, and that's just for a 6-minute short film. And then I know that from taking these 2 classes and the business of film and TV, that the average length for shooting, I know for film, it would be like 60 to 150 days, I think. And they shoot 12, 13, 14 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. So you literally spend half a day shooting for a movie on the days you shoot. Man, honestly, for me, if I were doing movies, I want to make movies, but I don't want to be I don't mind creating the story. I just don't want to be the executive producer because I do not want. I do not enjoy the raising the. I don't think I would enjoy the fundraiser part because I would worry about getting enough money to make the film. Yeah. And then, I like to be the camera. Although I wouldn't mind doing it, it's just I'd like to do it. I just wouldn't enjoy it while I wouldn't enjoy the raising the money part. And then, working 12, 13, 14 hours as an independent filmmaker from anywhere from 12 to 18 days straight would be difficult. I can imagine. I wouldn't enjoy doing that. I spoke with, like, the second to last class. Crap, I've been meaning to send the cinematographer an email. But, the cinematographer we had to come talk to our class, he actually, made a short film. It took him 3 days, and, like, the 3 days in the summer to do it. He worked, like, 14 hours, and those were the hottest days on record in the state of Arkansas, because that's where I attend and live. Finally. I waited another lap, but okay, time to actually stretch. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a good actor, but I would like to act. But at the same time, I know in terms of working in blockbuster movies, I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, let me go ahead and take my medicine and drink. But I mean, I'm not a good actor. If you saw the Dreams, which is the short film I did, or yeah, let me link the thing I did. I'm not a good actor. If you saw maybe the chase scene I did last semester that I uploaded, within the past couple of months, you'll know that I'm not a good actor. And, you find it. Yeah. Anyway, Little Rock. Alright. Here it is if you want to check out any of the live streams I did. I worked on. So, there you go. Let me also get the chase scene I did. From, not last semester, but, the fall of 2017. Okay, so I actually deleted and no longer have the original chase scene. So I did re-upload this from a classmate's. I don't think he knows this. Because I had used ClipGrab to upload it. To download and then re-upload it. So he actually edited this. But I was the actor, so I did work on the thing, so. And it was my idea. So I'll be linking that in the comment or in the live chat right about now as well. And then for the school assignment videos playlist I did. Give me a moment. says chasing 2 for the chasing I did, but that's the first chasing I made. Let's go and find it. Shoot. It went a little too far. Give me a moment to find it. Here it is. Here's the playlist. So you can take a look at any of the school assignment videos that I did. I did at some point during class. There you go. Anyway, time to go to free ride. So yeah, my laptop is fully charged, but I'm gonna leave it plugged in. Well, in a moment, we're gonna go to free ride. Really, 8 out of 25? Man, just the other day I got it to 10 out of 25. I guess you can only it only counts if it's in free ride mode. That's actually this up. Alright, for some reason I was stuck on the same thing. My end. It's kind of complicated to explain. Yeah, those are the playlists and slash videos slash channel that I worked on. Yeah, let's go back down into that. So it'd be much appreciated if you checked it out. Okay, that wasn't as good either. I'm gonna go for the one over there. Oh, just too low. Just too low. Now, this isn't going well, but I'm gonna try and get a sprocket. I actually I have to do it from all the way over here. Let's see if we can. See if there's a way. Hopefully we can. Now it's going to be a hard no because it looks like we'd have to go at a certain angle. So yeah, we're going to struggle to get that, but you know what? You have to struggle at some time in life. You know what? Forget about it. We're going to go and try and get a different one. Different sprocket. I'm so happy I'm able to live stream now. We're too low to get that one. Oh, that's messed up. Come on, y'all. On game. Check over here. If you have any tips on how to get the sprockets, please let me know in the comments section or live chat. If you've seen this live. Yeah, surely I can go from the right angle to get the one I just attempted. Fail. I went off at the wrong angle. It, this is the hardest place to get sprockets. Trying to get a sprocket. Oh, not a series. Single event, definitely. Let's go Emerald Key. One thing I commend MX versus ATV All Out on is the creators who created this game. The people who created this game is that they made it a lot harder than MX versus ATV Untamed to get the sprockets. It's still fun, but it's a lot harder. So in more or less under, well, a little over 8 minutes, we would have reached 2 hours, which is cool. Which is cool, in my opinion. I definitely feel like they did a better, in terms of the free ride maps, they did a better job making it larger and more scenic. It looks better, in my opinion. The graphics are amazing. Granted, MX vs. ATV Untamed is 10 years old, but still, I like how big it is and the scenery, I should say. Another thing, the only things I would change is with MX vs. ATV Untamed, you actually had people in it, and animals, and other racers, and non-racers that are driving in cars. I would change that to where you could see at least a couple animals around the map. You had at least a couple people doing something. Um, like for example, in one map they had a Ferris wheel. You have like a couple people near a Ferris wheel and on it, getting off and on. You could at least put some dolphins there and have them jump up, and maybe a couple of rabbits around here. Um, then you could have like build a road somewhere, and at least for this map, build a road somewhere and have people drive. If you look at any of the ships, I would put people in the ships as well. Yeah, I'd put roads so there could be cars on, and then I'd put other races that are AI, AI or that aren't controlled by them. Yeah, at least for the ship over there, at least make it a little noticeable that there are people there. I'd also like it to where we could actually at least go to the ship and uh, race on it. Or drive on it, I should say. Not necessarily race, but at least drive on it. Maybe those little boats over there. There's and you can see a couple planes in that same map with the Ferris wheel on MX versus ATV Untamed. I would also put a couple planes here. That's just me. Those would be the only things I'd add these things to this map, I should say. I do like THQ Nordic because they're the successor to THQ. They own the THQ property, I should say. And THQ has made some good games, in my opinion. I like the rotating lighthouse there. Um, there's Attack in the Power Juju game I used to have. I don't remember what console that was on, but I would actually like. If I could get that game back, I would like that. See, there's a Beach Bowl. They would put the little other types of no, the little pool bowls they had, the white and black ones. I put them throughout the map here. Like I said, for dolphins, but they don't have to put dolphins. Just put at least maybe a land creature and a sea creature. It would be kind of cool to go all the way up there, to the top of the lighthouse. Like since they have a lighthouse here, what they could have done is they could have at least put somebody around here. This part of the map. No, they just had to put the automated lighthouse there. Oh, it's all the way underground. Or not underground, in the water. Oh well. At least we hit that beach ball. Let's see what's further inside. But overall, yeah, other than what I mentioned, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. If THQ Nordic put the things I listed into this map, they would get a 10 out of 10. I almost hit that beach ball again. Guess you could call this Beach Ball City. Oh, technically it'd be called, you could call it Beach Ball Beach. But I like Beach Ball City better. Front flip. Nice. Oh, we failed. Well, you know what? Let's go do a freestyle event. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get... Not free ride. Unfortunately, I didn't get... Yeah, I could have... Okay, there's the freestyle. But... Unfortunately, we didn't get one of those little... sprockets. So, Crooked Creek Trick Fest looks like the one with the least amount of... Where I got the least amount of points in. I will go ahead and play this. That's mixed Powerade Zero. I love Powerade and Powerade Zero. Oh, we're less than 40 seconds away from streaming for a total of 2 hours. Cool. Not actually sure how long I'm going to stream. I would have liked to go for a walk, but at least today in the street, it is raining outside. I still might, depending on how bad it is. Doesn't seem too bad, though. Sweet, we got a wheelie. Oh, shoot. Yes! We stuck the landing. Go ahead and keep it a little bit over there. So that way we can actually try and flip. So we can get as many points as we can. Shoot. Oh, we barely made that. Ooh, 2,800 isn't bad, but we really need to step it up if we want to beat the little over 22,000 we had. Alright, let's try and do another flip. Alright, we got 13,000 there. Oh, we barely beat it. I think we barely beat it. Yes, we did. Going to do another freestyle event. Which, ironically, this is still my lowest score. Let's see if we can beat it again. 2-1-0. 3-2-1-0. Oh, the backflip there was completely unintentional. Yeah, it's pretty cool that we got 10,000 right there. If we can get another move that gets 10,000, then it'll be obviously 20,000. Then one more would actually equal 30,000. Which we should have more than 10,000 now. We do. That we just set a new personal best with more than 45 seconds left, so we can easily break it if we want it. We can get more if we wanted to. Oh shoot, we messed up there. Give me a sec, y'all, and hopefully we can actually get over 30,000. We should. Nope. Maybe not. If we can land the tricks here, we will. We should be able to. New personal best, y'all. New personal best. Alright. Let's do a freestyle event, but on a different map now. That is okay with y'all. Freestyle, let's do the Sun State Jamboree, because that's the only one we haven't gotten a total 30,000 on of the maps we own. Of the maps we own. Anyways, I hope you all have been enjoying the video so far. I've been enjoying live streaming. I do wish that if you see this, I do wish that you come in live so that we can actually talk and chat. But I do appreciate you watching, especially if you watched the video this long. You made it this far into a video. Okay, this isn't gonna work out. I mean, it may, but oh shoot. Yeah, we still don't have any points. Dang it. Wow, that is messed up. Can we restart it? No, let's go and restart event, because there's no way we can break our record. Slash vanishing point. Never heard that song before, at least to my knowledge. I haven't. Boom. Really, the goon? What's that called? What was that move called? Let's go ahead and flip again. And start a new combo. And let's go ahead and start another one. Unfortunately, we didn't get, I landed, or at least flipped over that one a little too late. Let's go ahead and do this one, and we're not going to flip this one. Oh, shoot. That one was a tough one to do. Go ahead and flip this one over. I would have flipped over. Wow! How did we not do that one? We should have landed there. Although that's completely understandable. So we doubled our points right there. We need to get this one, land this one perfectly if we want to. Shoot, oh, we weren't able to beat our record. I'm gonna restart it. 2, 1, go. Boom. Backflip. Boom, another backflip. And we landed that one, and we got a lot of points. Let's go ahead and skip this one since we crashed. Then hopefully we can land. Here, we should have. That was messed up. Are you serious? That's a load of BS. We should have. Let's go ahead and restart. We should have actually landed that. Go ahead and do a wheelie. And a front flip. Wow, that's a load of BS. Had to avoid that one. Can't avoid this one. Wow! That's a load of monkey crap. That's a load of monkey crap. Sorry for any offensive numbers you may see. Got another front flip, and then boom. Oh, I'm so thankful we hit B right as we landed. That counted. That's a crash. Let's go ahead and do this one. Shoot. Yeah, the problem with this map is we crash too much. Wow, that's a load of crap. Although at the same time, surprisingly still understandable. Oh. We're gonna try and beat this again. I'm not gonna stop until we beat this. Can't stop. Won't stop. That is BS right there. That's frustrating. We do so much and then all of a sudden lose that. See if we can land this properly. $14K. That's good. Wow. Oh crap. Come on. Oh sweet, a double can. That we should have landed properly there. And then what I hate is that the amount of times he crashes, or the amount of time it takes just to reload that, respawn. We have to restart this again. Or some BS. We were screwed a couple times like that. We were screwed a couple of times. And this is the last time we crashed, but maybe the time before that. Just depends on where you land. Sweet, look at that, 26,000. We're able to land another good combo, and we will actually be at... Oh, we weren't able to land that one, but if we land another good combo, we will actually get over 2,000. Really? Suicide no-hander? Yep, we set a new personal best for this map. Thankfully. Getting frustrated, sorry about losing my temper there again. Oh, that is shocking. We should... That would have been understandable had we not landed. Because there's no way we should have landed that. Let's do a national race at Iron Hill. 14 minutes, or 14 laps. I say 14 minutes. Select, start. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at the, I'm actually seeing what's trending on Twitter, and there's really nothing interesting for me. Alright. What the? I thought I chose a race for... maybe not. National race. Iron Hill. Oh, I must have went to the screen. And on Facebook, because on notifications, not that I mention any out loud. And, no clue what to talk about. Let's see if there's any news on PWI Online or / Wrestling Observer Network. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're gonna restart this in a moment. Sorry. I didn't realize it had started, so... Alright, WWE is interested in Karen Aquino and Rachel Ellering, who both competed in the Mae Young Classic. WWE has big plans for The Rock to return during WrestleMania 35. Hey, so sweet, we shall restart. Now. Alright, heck yeah, over 2 hours and 20 minutes. And, wow, one guy crashed. Oh well. And soon to be over 2 hours and 20 minutes, if not already. Yep, it's over 2 hours and 20 minutes we've been live streaming. I can't complain. I've enjoyed live streaming. And am currently enjoying it right now. I failed there. That was me that Failed miserably this time. Little to no lag, or little lag has gone in this stream, so I can't complain about being it. I'm glad we're streaming to YouTube. You know what? Maybe next time I can actually stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Hopefully that'll go smoothly as well. Haven't decided which game I may live stream yet. Probably not going to be MX versus ATV All Out. Because I did live stream this. And I got thrown off track again. Yeah, I'm not going to stream this next stream. I may not, actually. Just because I've live streamed it this time. And I really don't have anything else to do. Today, I mean, I know we're going to go... There's a chance it may snow. But we may go out to eat. It doesn't look like it's going to snow, so... Granted, we're probably going to go out to eat in a couple hours. It is 3:25 right now. We're surprisingly in first place. I know my tongue was hurting me yesterday because I was talking and I'd bit my tongue when I was at university yesterday. It wasn't... No, it was at Walmart. Because I was eating at McDonald's. Because the Walmart I go to has a McDonald's in it. I was going with a family member and I was eating at McDonald's where I bit my tongue. Which, if you've ever bitten your tongue before, you know it's painful. Unless you can't feel pain. Which in itself is bad because I know feeling pain is supposed to help you know that your body's injured and that that body part that's in pain needs to heal. But I'm still talking here through the pain because I want to entertain y'all. Because that's what I love to do. Entertain people. MX vs. ATV All Out is one of the few... Well, let me rephrase that. MX vs. ATV, the MX vs. ATV series, is one of the few games I can play for several hours and actually thoroughly enjoy. And I can live stream that for several hours and thoroughly enjoy it. Without getting bored. Like, some of the games, like right now, if I were live streaming FIFA, I would have already gone bored. Same with Madden NFL 19. NBA 2K19, I don't necessarily mind, but I kind of feel like wiped out in the sense that I don't feel like playing another game after. But I still don't want to play NBA 2K19. Same with WWE 2K19. I don't feel like I can play that game for this long. Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Mario Kart Wii, I can definitely play this for this long. Depending on the Call of Duty game, I can play for this long. I can see myself playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist for several hours, as I have made several 4-hour videos and then a couple 6-hour videos, or at least not a couple, just one 6-hour video, I should say. I did make a 6-hour video for MX vs. ATV All Out. It's on my channel if you want to check it out. It's titled Too Much Racing. Make sure you go and check out the playlists for this. If I can remember, I will actually add it to the playlist. I'll definitely will add this to the playlist, but if I can remember, I'll put the playlist in the live chat. You want to see that? I hardly talk in that one. I talk a lot less than I did this one. I think it's personally interesting and cool that YouTube um allows you to see your views and watch time. Granted, it's now limited data, which I hate, but before that it wasn't. It wasn't. You could see the total amount of watch time for the total amount of total amount of views and where you reviewed from. Of like 194 days of watch time. That's pretty cool, I think at least. This is as of 2 days ago. If you're a YouTuber and you make YouTube videos, even if it's one, even if you have one, what's the watch time and total amount of views for your channel? On the previous Fortnite video, I gave a shout out to Let's Believe, but I think I read up somewhere that he just has a bot to comment good things on your Fortnite video. I kind of hate bots, even if it's saying I don't mind to an extent that like even nice comments like the Let's Believe bots does, but still, dumb bot. It's not cool. Like I don't bot. I don't even know how to make my channel a YouTube bot, so I wouldn't know. You're currently at I don't know lap 8, first place. Dang it, we failed miserably there. There. I need to go outside more often. I spend too much time playing video games, especially since I have little to no schoolwork. I surprisingly had little homework actually this semester. I just had like 10 web assignments for cinema techniques and 10 web assignments for studio production, and then maybe just a weekly report to do, and those are probably the only times that we're required to do stuff out of class. Not that I'm complaining. It's just the one thing I hate about the mass communication major and going into the field is that you're not doing something every day. Whereas if like as compared to other majors, like I used to be a history major, we'd have to revise work every day. I prefer that. But you have a chance to get paid more than the mass comm majors, so that's one upside. Although money isn't everything. Money isn't everything. I'm a little hungry actually. I'm gonna probably wrap it up after this race, just because I want to get some lunch. If I wasn't hungry, I'd continue to stream, but I am. I do thank you for watching, and regardless of how long you watch, thank you for watching. I'm gonna wrap it up after I finish the race. I don't know when my last MX versus ATV All Out video was. Probably within the past couple of months, but I don't remember the exact date. I do make several different videos, each across several different games each day. So, granted, I could easily search if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I have no idea what to talk about. I just remembered that I had to link the MX vs. ATV All Out playlist. Let me go ahead and do that right now, actually, before I forget. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me find it. This should be the 40-second video in the playlist. Here you go. Alright, there you go. I've linked it down below. It's already 3:35. Wow. We usually get ready about 6, so we're leaving close to 7 to go out to eat if we do. I definitely have some time to get lunch. Granted, if we're leaving, I'm not gonna have a big lunch. Either way, I'm gonna have a big dinner, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy lunch as well. I love to eat. It's one of the reasons why I'm fat. Oh well. So yeah, make sure you check out the channel I linked to, the 4 live streams I did, for my studio production class, where it's not just me, it's like my entire class did it. And then, then you have the video I linked to and the 2 playlists I linked to, so make sure you go ahead and check those out as well after you're done watching this video. And make sure you subscribe to my channel as well if you want to see more videos, and the channel I linked down below, because they usually live stream about 4 times a semester. And this was only the second semester that live streamed. So yeah. Of the 4 live streams that we did this semester, I appeared in all 4. One of those we did a game show, and I was a game show contestant for the very first one we did, very first live stream. The 5th live stream overall, was the first one we did. So the 5th one, we were the 5th live stream for that channel, I was on the game show. The 6th and 7th, I was being interviewed. Hint, hint, it was about movies that I didn't see. Just a little background information for y'all. The 8th one we did was about multiple myeloma for a health segment. I don't know much about multiple myeloma, but my dad's a doctor, so I did. He was a specialist, so I was able to ask him some information about that. Oh gosh, yeah. I definitely hope you have a good rest of the day. Other than the links that I sent to for I put in the in the live chat. There are other links down below in the description. Those links are actually for any social media sites I use. I need to change those, by the way, but they are there if you want to follow me or talk to me there. Donation links are down below in the description as well. And then I hit exit earlier instead of doing the Iron Hill race. So yeah, I'm gonna change the it to the ones I legitimately use every day. I use Instagram, but I'm not gonna be linking Instagram down below. I'm not gonna be linking that because I don't post any pictures on Instagram. I just look at people. I had my old Interpals profile, but I no longer have access to that account, and I don't enjoy using Interpals anymore. For some reason, when I logged in recently, the last time I did, for some reason, the last time I logged in, it created me a new account. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm heading off. I hope you have a good one. So the links down below are the ones I actively use now. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Deuces. I love you.